The smiling, happy, nuzzling faces of two people in love. What you can see, what the pictures don't show you, is how much they have gone through to get here. Because Dave Hamrick and Lindsey Nebeker are making their relationship work, and they both have autism.
I know that I am safe with a partner who is not going to judge me for certain eccentricities that I may have.
Being able to tell people that people with autism can have a wonderful relationship if they know how to make it work.
Those with autism struggle with much that's taken for granted. Dave can't stand when a room is too warm. Lindsey can't take fluorescent lights. They both are profoundly uncomfortable with small talk. And like most autistic people, their daily battles include desperate trouble with social interactions, so finding romance can seem insurmountable.
You don't have somebody teach you how to flirt. Individuals with autism would really be at a loss with regard to something like that. And so there might be some missed signals.
As children, both Dave and Lindsey found friends difficult to make and more difficult to keep.
All her socialization had to be learned, and usually by hard experience. In a way, being high functioning is almost more difficult than being low functioning, because you're so close to there and yet not quite. And that makes it heartbreaking.
As she got older, Lindsey actually taught herself to make friends by reading How to Win Friends and Influence People. Dave tried to figure out the rules of dating by reading self-help books. In 2005, they met at an autism conference, and although Dave was smitten, Lindsey was less sure at first.
By my early 20s, I had decided that I was no longer going to seek a relationship, and that I was mainly going to focus on my career as well as the friends that I had been able to make and keep.
I pretty much liked everything about her. She was very sweet, she was easy to talk to, she was a good listener.
One day at a cafe, he knew he was making progress when he put his hand on hers.
My heart was racing. I was kind of shaky because I was fearful that it may not work out the way I'd anticipated. But the fact that she didn't pull back and I was able to hold my hand there for at least 5 minutes, and I was very touched by that.
After 2 years of dating, they took the huge step of moving in together, despite the fact each had unique and separate needs.
The first thing that we had unanimously agreed on was having separate bedrooms. Now, for typical couples moving in together, that would seem to be a highly unusual thing to do. We both understood the importance of an individual with autism needing their own space.
They've put a tremendous amount of time and effort into the relationship, and that's what has made the difference, I think.
When they are in the apartment, they are frequently not together. Dave, a meteorologist, is often in his room on the computer or watching the Weather Channel. Lindsey, a musician, can get lost for hours playing the piano and working on her music. Meals are eaten separately as well.
There's a number of sounds that are very unpleasant to me, such as gum chewing sounds, crunching sounds, loud chewing sounds, things like that.
Dave will sometimes spontaneously ask me, "Hey, do you want to go out to dinner tonight?" And I break into sobs. And I say, "Dave, I'm just so sorry, I can't. I just can't."
But for all the compromises, theirs is actually a pretty traditional love story.
There are not many women out there who are as accepting of people's differences as Lindsey is.
You know, when I've had a bad day at work or just a bad day for some other reason, and I come back home and he's there, and I don't even have to say anything and he senses it. And he'll come up to me and he'll start cuddling up to me. And that's really all I need.
Autism, Lindsey says, is like a rose. Sharp thorns, tough stem, but she says when the flower is in full bloom, there is exceptional beauty to be found.